wastahili, Bwana wa mabwana, wastahili, mfalme wa wafalme, wastahili kuabudiwa na kuheshimiwa Bwana. Wakilisifu jina lako takatifu. Maserafi, makerubi wanakuinua juu juu. Katikati ya miungu umejitukuza, hakuna kama wewe, wastahili. Wastahili, Bwana wa mabwana, wastahili, mfalme wa wafalme, wastahili kuabudiwa na kuheshimiwa Bwana. Oh, Bwana.
Good morning, beautiful people, and today we are welcoming you with beautiful sounds from the beautiful, gorgeous Beatrice Gatonye. And I know Mzee Kuona, the handsome Ram Agugo, but you know what? He is not here today. I'm standing in for him. I go by the name Eve Nyaga, and welcome to Power Talk. And today, Meskia Mishambia, we are getting introduction by, you know, music, beautiful sounds. So today we are talking matters, music and lifestyle. And we'll be getting to hear from the lovely Beatrice Gatonye. She is a news anchor reporter on KBC channel, and she is slowly transitioning into the music scene. We'll be getting to hear more about that, how life has changed for her, and what her goals are in the music scene. Beatrice, welcome.
Thank you. What an introduction.
You deserve it.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here. Really.
We are happy to have you as well.
Thank
so I
you.
know I have introduced you, but please give yourself another proper introduction and tell people, for those who do not know you. And tafadhali tufanye Kiswahili kidogo. I know my Kiswahili is usually yani iko nje vibaya sana. So I expect to learn a few words and kidogo nijue Kiswahili kidogo. So
awesome. I'm just wondering what other introduction you're really looking for after such a wonderful introduction from Eve. Thank you very much. I'm so honored to be here. My name is Beatrice Gatonye Ngetich. I'm a news anchor at KBC Channel 1, as well as a reporter and also an upcoming gospel musician. And I'm a mother. I'm a wife.
See, I did not introduce that part. So.
Yes, and I'm so happy to be here.
We are happy to have you, and I'm
Yes.
looking forward to the amazing conversation we will be having today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so let's just start off by taking a look at your career in the journalism industry. Where did you start, and how did you get to be here as a news anchor, a reporter on KBC channel, one of the biggest TV stations in the country?
Thank you. Thank you so much. It has not been the easiest of the journeys, I can tell you, especially when we are talking about career growth.
Yeah.
I started way back in Eldoret as a news anchor at a Christian gospel station, Sayare TV and radio. I worked there as a radio presenter and also as a TV news anchor, Swahili news anchor. By then, in 2007, before 2004, 2005, I used to do volunteer work because I had just started school. And then just before I finished
Still
school...
at Sayari.
Still at Sayare, then volunteering.
Yeah.
Then just before I finished my diploma, 2007, 2008 post-election violence, I was one of the people who were affected, and I couldn't be able to continue with school then. So I had to break away from school, try to get a life of myself also. So I stayed away from school, from work, from that career for quite a while. I found myself in a very different kind of a profession.
Yeah, which one?
I found myself in Meru. Because of post-election violence, you would seek refuge.
Yeah,
you know. Then I moved into a pastor friend of mine, a family friend. So then they got me a job. I used to do, I don't know if you know, kitambo before the VAT receipts. We used to have those ones zenye, you know, those receipts zenye zilikuwa zinaandikwa na kalamu hivi. Those ones, the ones. So I used to work in a place where they were manufactured, and to have those receipts or those booklets, they used to have numbers. Each and every receipt would have a number. And what I would do from morning to evening, I remember I used to walk from Kinaru Stadium, for those who know Meru, to downtown, to go, and that was my work. Like kupiga hizo number from morning to evening. Then get a salary of 4,000 at the end of the month. Yeah, it was quite something for me because then I didn't have any other experience. And that is what I got hold on to just do. So then after some time, then I got a call from Sayare, and they were looking for a girl who used to volunteer there. Remember, I had not even finished school.
Yes.
Then I go back to Eldoret, and they tell me they're going to give me a job because I think they really, the bishop
a salaried job. Right?
Yeah, a salaried job now. And I had no papers, but I think they believed so much in the talent that I had. So then they gave me the job, and then they gave me a scholarship to go to Tanzania now to finish my diploma. So nice. I thank God, really. So I went to Tanzania. I graduated with a diploma, then came back to Kenya, and while I was just trying to settle in from Tanzania, then I applied here at KBC, and then that's how I came to KBC, and I was absorbed as a news anchor and reporter, and here the journey continues. So yes, my career journey has not been the most smooth one.
Easiest, yes.
Yeah, and immediately I joined KBC. I continued with my education, and at least now I managed to get my degree at Mount Kenya University. Yeah, and
congratulations.
life continues.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think sometimes we appreciate, that struggle.
Yeah.
When you look back and see all the things that you went through to being here right now, it was all for a purpose,
It
right?
was all for a purpose, I can say. Because when I look back, I think if it was the other way around, if it was all smooth, maybe I wouldn't be here today. So I understand the struggles of becoming a journalist and a super journalist, and the price you have to pay for that. Yeah, and I really appreciate the journey that I have walked. Yeah.
Please remind all the people back at home watching that sometimes you need to start by volunteering. You don't have to necessarily start off your career by, getting a paid job. Sometimes you have to work without that pay. You see, for you, volunteering is what made them give you that call.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I remember because I was in school, but I knew within me that I had this passion and this grit of being a presenter, of being a news anchor. And I used to go there. Actually, I used to go during the day, I would go to class, And then in the evening, I will get that chance to do the evening drives, especially on radio. And then now they started up, and then after a while, they absorbed me to be their news anchor. Then the Siren News, I don't know today, but then during our days, we used to record news. So we would rush there, go record news, then go back to class. And it paid off, really. It is a price that I paid, and I really appreciate that I did that, because I don't think I would have gotten the experience that I had gotten. I don't think I would have gotten the exposure that I got at that time. And even for them to see what was inside me, I think volunteering is the best thing that I ever did to myself.
Yes, which is amazing. Okay, let's take a shift to, since you're talking about music and lifestyle. So where did, from the news anchor reporting, you know, super journalist, where does the music come in? And why is it coming in so late?
One, I don't think it's late, because life is a journey, and like we're talking about, like you see in my career, as I tell you where I started and how I'm growing and still growing. I mean, it is a journey that you have to walk, and I also believe that in music, whatever time you jump in as a time to begin, it is not late. And I also believe in God's timing in everything, because I started singing when I was a small girl. Like me, nilikuwa tule tusichana tudogo to Sunday school, na nilikuwa ninaongozanga Sunday school, shangwe hallelujah, shangwe hallelujah, you know. Yeah, those days when I was young, I was always the girl in front singing and doing all that. And then as I was growing, depending on where I have been to many towns in this country in the journey of my life, and wherever I would be, I would find myself in the praise
choir,
and worship, in the choir. Way back before I joined the Pentecostal churches, I used to be a Catholic, and I remember in Catholic I used to sing alto. And we used to have a lot of competitions. I don't know whether they still happen today.
They still do.
They do,
They still do.
I remember we used to meet in different churches, and we would compete and compete.
I know. Yeah, I'm Catholic too. So
you're Catholic, yes, you understand.
I understand. I've been there. I also used to. I don't have a good voice, but you know, when you're in the youth, you have to participate. So I used to also do
and
alto.
that participating, I always found myself in the choir, in the praise and worship team. And so growing up again, also as where I come from in our family, I have many sisters, and I think all of us really had a passion on singing, and we would find ourselves gathering together, singing in weddings. We would be invited in different kind of parties, and they used to call us the Gatonyes. So we would go, we would travel. I remember some of the people sponsored us to get uniforms. It was such a good moment of me growing up, and I would say that music, I wouldn't explain exactly why it is happening right now, but I can say it is God's timing.
It's God's
because
time.
I have sung all through my life, but now as a recording artist, just started last year.
Yes. So you getting into music is because of the passion, and you knew you had it in you. Yes. So it was only a matter of time before you started getting in the studio and recording.
Yes.
Okay. So we have a video of your launch, and we just want to play it and see how it went down.
Okay.
It's not there right now, but we will still get it. So yes, you said that you knew that you had this talent from a young age, you know, participating in the choirs from ukiwa mdogo and up to now. So what made you decide at this point that, okay, I need to get into the studio? Maybe not last year, but but at this particular time when you get into the studio.
Let me say, again, also, it's just not about the talent, because I believe there's so many people who are talented out here, but they are still yet to get to the studios to produce music and share their talent with us. I also believe, for me, I think it goes much deeper, because I have a calling. I feel that God has been pushing me so much to share these gifts that he has given to me with the world, not just singing in the choir, but now spreading the wings further and being able to share his word through music, to bless people, to touch people's lives through music. For me, it's more of a calling, as much as I have a deep passion for this. So it is more about spreading the gospel through music. And I would say that sometime last year, I think it is something that I've been feeling inside me that you really need to go. You really need to go to the studio, record music. You know, that voice keeps telling you inside you. That's what I kept hearing for many years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think for me it was like you keep postponing. Bado time.
Yes.
Bado time. And then you feel like you're not ready. You're not even sure how you're going to juggle between your so many responsibilities that are surrounding you. But I think sometimes you really have to beat that fear because it is fear because you do not know whether you'll be able to balance. You really do not know whether you'll be able to do it and
whether
do it well.
will
But unless
like
you walk
the
into that studio and sing those songs and bring them out here, you can never know what you can bring on the table.
Yeah.
You can really not know what you can present to the world. So for me, it was time to beat the fear. And last year, I really thank God that November of last year, I just felt that it was enough. It was enough, and I'm done. Just sitting with whatever so much passion that is burning within me, and just walk into that studio.
Yes.
And for sure, I just woke up and I told my husband, me in the studio. Then he thought I was coming to read news. And nilikuwa leave. So he was wondering, who in the studio? I told him I'm not going to read news.
Going to a music studio.
Ninaenda kuimba wimbo. And my husband, by the way, we met long time ago, sometime in 2011. And he knew because he found me in the church. My husband used to wait for me hapo nje ya kanisa nimalize kwa practice so that he can take me home. He waited for me so many days when I would go for choir practice. So he knew I had this passion and he told me, siku ile utaamua kwenda studio kuimba wimbo, I will support your first song. I will be the one who will record that song.
Sweet.
And actually, he's so passionate about what I am doing right now, and he's very supportive, and I can only thank God.
Yeah. Okay, so you know, you have been in the media scene. Did you feel like with all that fear that you had to take this step to go to the studio, did you take calculated moves, or did you have people in mind that I know that when I do my first song, I will have this person, I have this person who will help me with this, I have this, you know, unlike young people when they're starting out, because you also have, I wouldn't say that everything financially is okay, but it's unlike Kamtuka Young, mwenye tu ameanza ako shule ako campus, kuna resistance from parents, he has school, part of you was ready. Did you feel like you had people that you had identified, or you took calculated moves for you to take that step?
Let me tell you, Eve, when I woke up one morning, one of those days in November when I was walking into that studio, I didn't know so many people in the music industry. Yes, I have mentors, I have people that I talk to. Sarake is one of my biggest mentors. Ruben Kigame is also another great inspiration and my mentor that I have. But I had not discussed music with them. I had not discussed with them that I want to start now. How will you help me get a good producer? I would just woke up one morning and I thank God, like you say, yes, probably I'm at an advantaged position because I had people I could call and ask, how can I get a good producer? Do you have someone you can refer to me? Yeah. And I can tell you the first recording didn't go very well because when I walked into that studio to record, I wasn't, like I tell you, it was about beating the fear. Yeah. And I'm walking into this studio. Yes, I've been to studios of reading news and what have but not a recording studio. Yes. Recording music. So I walk in there. I'm not very sure what is expected of me. And I have a song here. Yes, we have done arrangement. We have done all these. Then I walk into that studio. Then I'm told, there you go. I anza kuimba. Then you're like, oh, fine. Nikaimba, then finishing, then after actually like 30-45 minutes, you're good. And I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure I am okay? Are you sure I've done the right thing? The guy tells me I'm okay. You're fine. But I didn't feel like I had delivered. So after the song came...
Did you feel like it was too easy? Because
like for me, I was like, I really didn't expect it to be like that. And I actually had felt in my heart and in my mind, I felt my whole being told me I had not delivered as much as I had expected. And when actually the song came, akanitumia akaniambia, there you've done well, I just felt, can I really sing? you know, even
You're still having the fear and
like
the
there's
doubt.
something inside me just telling me, are you sure? Are you sure you're going to hack this thing?
Yeah.
But I could feel that the song was not right. So then I dropped that song. Whatever I had spent on that, I was like, "What's your bottle?" But I really need someone who will hold my hand and guide me, because this is a new venture. And thank God. From that, I also met someone else. Ritmo Entertainment, and until today I'm still working with them. Very, very encouraging. He's guiding me. He knows now my vocal ranges, my vocal range. He knows how far I can go and how low I can hit those notes, and he's being able now to help me. And I can tell you, the song that will be coming in the next few weeks is not like even the Wastahili that you're watching today.
Better, even better.
We are growing, yes.
Of course. So we have the video of the launch, so we just want to take a look at it and see how everything went down. Okay, just a bit.
All right.
Whatever went down on that day. So there you go. So yeah,
in my life, in my heart for a very long time. And I would say that I thank God that today I have launched my 3 singles, and I believe this is a beginning of many, many, many beautiful songs that will be coming your way in terms of praising God.
Her prime objective is to use her God-given talent to touch the lives of believers and unbelievers and shower blessings upon them.
I'm not the kind of a person who will pick a microphone and stand in the pulpit and preach word after word. But I can do this in a very beautiful way by bringing my songs to you, and depending on how God speaks to me, this I will do by making sure that I bring the gospel to you.
Beatrice is adamant that the daunting task of balancing between her newly launched gospel ministry and the already sparkling journalism career will not be a problem.
This is a different venture. This, I will always be doing it when I have my free time, because number one, I have to work. And then another thing, I have to serve God, because I have a talent that I need the world to feel, the one I want to share with the world. When I'm on my free time, when I'm on my off days, I'll go and record my music. And then again, when you want to write these songs, sometimes you wake up at night and write. You don't need to be at work to do that.
To wish her the best of luck were friends and colleagues led by revered.
Yes, that is just a bit of what I know. There is a lot that went down. And you spoke about Ruben Kigame, who also spoke at the launch and told you that he'd hold your hand. You know, and having such people with you, and maybe people like Sarah K, is very powerful, because these are they're big shots in the industry, and especially with the kind of gospel music you're doing, because they are into that deep worship. See, kurukaruka, the types of... So was that intentional for you, or are you planning to do... Are you staying on the mellow side of the gospel, the praise and worship, or you're still gonna do songs that people can dance along to?
Actually, let me say I'm gonna be diverse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be diverse because there's so much in the kingdom of God in terms of music. But I know there's music that I will not do.
Yes.
I know, probably sitaweza kurap. unless I get that gift going forward, I don't think I'm a good rapper. Yeah, but I think for now I'm at where praise and worship is. Actually, my next song that will be coming is not as worship and as slow as Wastahili and Hakuna. And Nina Kuinua, but Hakuna, the one that will be coming up in the next few weeks, is a praise song. It is a praise song. It's just, telling God, Hakuna kama wewe. And we'll be dancing to the song. Yeah, but I know there are music that I will not do. I will not be able to do.
The rapping parts. But we will have songs with a higher tempo that people can dance to.
Yes, awesome. Yeah.
And also collaborations, right?
Yeah. And I think the very first one will be with Ruben Kigame.
Nice.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yeah, he during the launch, as much as he said he's gonna hold my hand, because by the time I was launching, I had 3 songs, 1 video out by then.
I'm telling you, you came in with a bang. Yani, an upcoming artist with 3 songs out. Yo, we need to work hard.
Yeah. So he realized that to fill that album, I needed like 4 more songs, which Kigame himself said he was going to monitor production of those songs and even give me a collabo in one of the songs. So soon.
Yeah. Okay, so how do you strike a balance between, you know, being a mom, being a journalist, and just doing your music?
Yeah.
Yeah, because those are things that need a lot of time.
Yes.
All of them.
All of them.
Yes.
You are very right. When I was starting, I knew this is something that was going to be a challenge to me. And actually now that I'm already in it, I can already feel the challenge of time. Time is my biggest challenge, I can tell you. I need to work. When I'm at work, I need to concentrate. I need to deliver to my level best. Or from work, my husband is waiting for me. My children are waiting for me at home. I need to concentrate and be the best mother that I can be to my children, be the best wife I can be to my husband.
Yeah.
And then also, I also need my own time, you
Yes.
know. And then also, I need time for my music. And I can tell you right now, the biggest challenge I'm having is time constraint. But I'm trying my best to make sure that I'm not hakuna ile yenye ninanyima time. Nikitoka kazini nikienda nyumbani ninakuwa mke mzuri, ninakuwa mama mzuri wa watoto wangu. Na a day like today when I'm off duty, I'm able to get interviews like this. I'm able to concentrate on my music. From here I have to go to the studio. There's a song I'm recording. I'm just scheduling my time well.
Kujipanga tu.
Ni kujipanga tu. Sometimes I'm in the studio recording songs very early in the morning at 6 before I come to work at 9. Sometimes I leave work here at around 7 o'clock. I'll be in the studio until 10 p.m. Then I go home. So it's just trying to strike that balance. It is not easy because if you miss that balance, you're going to strain.
Yeah.
And I thank God because now I think I'm finding it easier because najipanga vizuri. Yeah.
Okay. What is one of the hardest things that you have encountered in terms of you doing music? You know, I have spoken to so many artists, because I do an entertainment show.
Yes.
So I have spoken. And finances is always a problem. Marketing is always a problem. And, you know, just getting people to accept you is a problem. Yes. So what is your challenge? What is your biggest challenge so far?
My biggest challenge has been bringing this brand to the market.
Yes.
Convincing Eve that this is a new sound and it means well and it is a good sound. Please accept it. Because again, people are not very easy to accept, especially new. Hata wakati unafanya marketing ya vitu zingine products. Before I buy your new soap, you should have to convince me why I should wachana na ile yenye nimekuwa nikitumia. You know, so marketing is one of the biggest challenges also. Trying to make sure that the songs are on circulation on all these media stations. But napenya pole pole, I would say that God is giving me favor. So far so good. And also the finances. I would want to do all the videos for the songs that I've already sung.
Yes.
But where is the money? And my daughter wants to go to school. My son wants to go back to school.
Bills needs to be paid.
Bills needs to be paid.
Yeah.
So I also have to budget my money very well and ensure that at least I'm able to do things in the house. I'm able to meet my bills, and at the same time I spare some for my music. So I'm not able to like have these videos every now and then. Ni kitu lazima nijipange vizuri. So I won't say that Beatrice is comfortably here having a lot of money producing songs.
You're still struggling with that
yes,
as well.
I'm still struggling with finances, I would say. And also the bit of marketing also is not the easiest. It's not the easiest.
It's not easy.
And also building this brand. As much as I understand it is a process and it is a journey, I can only hope and pray that even as I go on, I will be able to grow the brand much bigger. Yes.
So we have a few of our fans on our social media. We have Papa Godo. They are asking, is she a daughter to Lawyer Gatonye? And they say, I love her voice. So are you a daughter to Lawyer Gatonye?
I believe Lawyer Gatonye is family.
Okay.
He's family, but he's not my dad.
Oh, he's not your dad.
Yeah, he's not my dad.
Papa Godo, there you have your answer. He is family, but he's not the dad. And then we have Hemstone. Mwigisie, he's saying Nicolog representing Eldoret Massive. Music manze iko na impact big sana kwa life yangu, kwa life yetu. Yes,
Awesome,
so I think that is
Eldoret in your home.
Eldoret ni nyumbani, and you're inspiring people out here, and which is what you talked about during your launch. Like you don't have to maybe stand on the pulpit, but you want to impact people's lives through your music.
Yeah, through my
and
music,
here you are,
Oh, I thank
impacting
God.
someone.
I thank God.
Yeah.
Really, my biggest prayer is that my music is not just the danceable kind of music that I want to bring to you, or just the usual worship. But I wish that my music can minister to you as a person. You're going through a hard time, you listen to my song, you sing along to my song, and you just get motivated.
Yeah.
You get encouraged. You seek, you get healed. Yeah. Mungu akuinua, akupea new hope through my songs. So it's just not about entertainment, but more of the message that I bring to you that is going to touch your life in a way.
Yeah. Okay. So you have a new song out, Nakuinua.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about that, maybe the inspiration behind it, and who you worked with it, who worked on you with that song. And then after that we'll get a chance to listen to it a bit.
All right. I would say so far, I have not worked with so many people. Like my producer, I've worked now with him since vile nilipatana tu na rhythm.
Yeah.
Na nikaona vile amenishika mkono. Mimi nikasema huku mimi
Sitoki.
sana kwa sababu ninaweza jipata babaya.
Yeah.
So I've been working with Rhythm Entertainment as my producer. He's called Malachi. And Malachi has been very, very, very resourceful in terms of getting me backups and ensuring that my music is arranged well. So entirely he's been doing most of that work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also training me on vocals. Yeah, so I don't know what the future has, but as of now I'm working with Rhythm Entertainment. But I'm open to
working with other people.
working with other people,
Yes,
because there's so much coming.
Yes,
yes,
there
yes.
What was the inspiration behind Nakuinua?
Ninakuinua juu Baba is most of my songs, and I would say the first 3 songs that I sang, including Hakuna ambayo itakuwa inatoka hivi karibuni, the second video. Most of my songs ni just to praise God, to exalt God, to lift him up.
Yes.
Because I can tell you for sure, I looked back at my life. I have walked quite a serious journey, quite a challenging journey.
Yeah.
When you hear someone talking about post-election violence, and especially now that we are looking forward to our elections, I don't know, I wish Kenyans, and especially the youth, would understand the importance of peace in a country. I have been to very, very serious, because of the post-election violence in 2007, 2008, I really went through a very tough time. One day maybe we'll come and talk about that. But when I look back at my life, the things that I have been through, and the challenges that I have been through, for me is just to say that hapa penye nimefika, if I will not sing Ebenezer like Chebalonza, I'll just tell him how great he is. And my song has been inspired by the experiences that I have been through, and seeing how God has held my hand. My husband was sick of COVID, seriously in bed, on oxygen for over 2 weeks. I almost lost my husband. That was such a very, it was not an easy time for me.
Yeah.
But I saw God heal my husband, bring him back to life, bring back his lungs. 86% damage was not easy. It was a tough moment for me.
Yeah.
And I have seen God bring my family, my husband back to life. And I have a child with a hearing impaired. It's quite a serious journey.
Yeah.
If you do not have someone living with a disability, you might not understand
it. Yes.
But I have seen God hold my hand and helping me bring up that boy until where he is right now. So when I look back at my life, when I see God, the way God has held my hand, the way he's healed me, the way he has encouraged me, it is just about lifting him and just exalting him for who he is.
Yes.
Yeah. So
okay.
yeah, that's what about Ninakuinua is all about.
Yes.
What Swahili is all about, and Hakuna.
Yes. So let's listen to that song just a bit, and then we'll be back.
All right.
Yes, and that was Nakuinua Juu Baba by Beatrice Gatonye. It's the newest. It's among the 3 that you released, right? So you have joined the gospel industry, and there are so many controversies. There are so many scandals from gospel artists. What do you think about the industry? Are people receiving you right? What do you think? What are your thoughts about the general gospel industry and whatever you hear about the scandals and everything that goes on in there, the judgment? Because I mean, people pass a lot of judgment for gospel artists because we expect them to be perfect. Yes.
If the gospel industry has been hit by quite a number of challenges, like you say, it is indeed. I think unajua pia shetani anapenda kuattack mahali penye anajua anapigwa sana.
Yeah.
So that is expected. And then again, also, I will not generally say that the industry is doing badly, as much as we're facing a lot of challenges with the kind of controversies that we are seeing, especially from some of the top gospel musicians, people that some of us looked up to when we were growing up and wanting to become gospel musicians. So some of those things are quite discouraging. But then again, there are so many waimbaji wengi wanachipuka sana, the likes of Beatrice Gatonye, people who are more focused to spreading the right gospel and living the right life, I mean, to ensure that we have less controversy, even as we bring the gospel of Christ out here. Again, also, I would say that there are still watu ambao wanaimba nyimbo, I would say akina Sarakei. I've not heard of any controversies, any scandals from her. There are quite a number of gospel artists whom God is still using at this age and at this time in Kenya to still spread the gospel through music. Yes, we have a few challenges. We have a few who have gone to the secular. You start as a gospel musician and then again you go to the other side.
Yes.
Kila mtu ana mwito wake. People have been called differently, and God, wewe unajua kwa nini uliingia kwenye mziki? Were you even called by God in the first place, or was it just about you and just trying to push your own agendas, as a person? Because I believe we have different kind of reasons why we get into doing things. So I cannot generally say that gospel music we are doing badly. I would say that we are firmly put tuko imara because again, like I have said, kuna wengi ambao wanachipuka na ambao wanaimba nyimbo ambazo zinamtukuza Mungu. Bila rabsha, bila mambo mengi, bila vituko. Because I still believe that we can still spread the gospel without having a lot of scandals around us and controversies around us. Because again, if we are truly called by God, we should work hard to ensure that we spread the gospel as it should be spread. Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Again, also unajua pia wewe kama mwimbaji umeanza kuwa celeb, umeanza kuwa nini, umeonekana sasa, umefika kila mahali. Again, also you want to become, or you want to become someone else. Why don't you just be your own person?
Yes,
Why
I
don't
know.
you just be your own brand? So for me, I would say where I sit and how I see the gospel industry, tutaenda mbali sana. Because I think we have a generation of musicians who are coming up and still akina Kigame wako, akina Sarah K, akina legends ambao wako wanashikilia pia hiyo industry to make sure the gospel of Christ is going on.
Yes. So I want us to take a short break. So we are taking a short break, and we still want to hear more of the beautiful Beatrice Gatonye. So we will let you hear another one of her songs. I mean, she has a beautiful voice. Why not listen to it some more? So yes, don't you go anywhere. We'll be back.
Y254 Imagine.
Gatonye is still here with us, listening to this beautiful, amazing voice that she has, and her telling us about her journey in the industry and her struggles and how she is dealing with everything, everything in between. If you have any questions for Beatrice, we still have some time, so you can send them in via our social media handles, Y254 channel on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Yes, so Beatrice.
Yes.
So Ndomeingia, and you have come in with such a bang. We don't have artists releasing 3 songs that ago. Wengine ni moja, and then we have to wait for another year because of course of the challenges that are there, finances, meeting bad producers that under-deliver, they promise stuff and then they don't. It's tough. So, and in your song, you have choir come a backup. Is this something that you're planning to carry along, or is it just for the music that is more on the worship side?
Yeah, this kind of style, I think it's something that I had envisioned to have. Going forward, I might have them, but then again, also it depends on how God guides me and the kind of music that I'll be bringing on the table, on the stages. And what I can say is that I like having them. I think they give me motivation, and it's beautiful to have them on my videos, and also a way of empowering. Most of those people you see on those videos are musicians. 3 of those ladies you see there are my sisters. Oh, nice. Yeah, my blood sisters.
Yes. So music runs in the family.
It does. It does, because like I told you earlier, we used to sing when we were young, and I know my sisters are passionate about music, and this is one way also of empowering them and also bringing them along so that they can also try to find their own path as we grow together. Yes. So, and then also, most of those people you see there are musicians and close friends of mine. They are people whom we are trying to hold each other's hands together so that we grow together. But along the way, I don't know what is going to happen. I can't speak for the future much, but I know I am willing, and I have a plan to have these people with me going forward. Yes.
All right. Do you have any plans of, because in your songs, there's someone who does the writing for you. Are you planning to do any writing, or you just want to have someone do the writing for you?
Because I'm just beginning, and I have someone who is very supportive. I have a music writer who is very supportive, and someone who is capturing really the lyrics and the message that I want to bring out here. So going forward, if I'm able, I can write my own music. And that is a journey that I will walk pole pole, and I will get there. But then again, also I'm planning to keep moving on, and if I meet some other people, I'm open to working with, as long as it's someone who captures very well the message that I want to bring.
That you want to pass. Yes. Okay. Any plans on doing? You had said that, of course, you'll do collaborations with artists, and you had talked about having Ruben Kigame on one of the songs that you're working on. Any other person that you are looking forward to work with?
Of course, Sarah K.
Other than Ruben and Sarah K.
Apart from Sarah.
Yes.
I have been approached, by the way, by quite a number of
the blessings.
I've been approached, but I think I was just not ready for collabos at this point, because I'm trying to build my brand. I'm trying to build the brand Beatrice Gatonye in the music industry, the BG in the industry, and then once I am able and I'm settled, all settled, then I can think of collabos. But I'm open to having a collabo with Ruben Kigame at this point, and Sarah K. And these are the people who are approaching me. They are my brothers, they are my sisters. I will definitely do that going forward. Yes.
So you had talked about having a son who is has a hearing impairment.
Yes.
So is that the reason why you have that segment on your bulletin? Yes.
Yeah. By the way, viewers, if you do watch bulletins a day like today, I'll be on the news. At the end of the bulletin, I have a segment. I call it Lugha Ishara, and the inspiration behind this segment is because of my son. You put it right, Eve. I gave birth to a son who is not able to hear, he's not able to listen, to hear and speak. So over the time and over the years, I've had to make sure that I also learn sign language.
Yes.
As a mother, I want to communicate with my son. I want to know and identify and with the challenges that he's going through. I'm not able to be a good mother to this son if I'm not able to communicate with him.
True.
So for me, I have taken it as a personal initiative to ensure that I'm able to learn, I'm able to understand and communicate with my son. So, and this goes beyond just me and my son, because I feel that the society, the communities should embrace people living with hearing impaired, because these are normal people, and we just need to learn how to communicate with them.
Yes.
Yeah, today if you're met by someone with hearing impaired and they have a challenge and they need your help, how will you be able to help them?
If you can't.
Or there's someone with a hearing impaired and they're serving you in a hotel, how will you be able to accept their services? So I feel that the society needs to embrace them more. And not just for my son, but for every other person who is living with any kind of disability, that we as a society need to embrace them and even empower them more, because these are people who can do so much. You should see my son, you seated there, drawing you as you're seated there.
Wow.
Yeah. He has even drawn our president. Kila siku ananiambianga, hii picha upeleke president.
Itamfikia?
Hii picha itaenda kwa president lini. And it is so much of a, like a mature perfect. He's so talented in so many ways. Yeah, so for me, this is a message, and it is a way of just teaching our community that you learn that one word, that those two words can help you go a long way in interacting with people living with hearing impaired. The other day we had some mbio zilikuwa huku hivi Nyayo za hawa watu wasiokuwa na uwezo wa kusikia. How many people went there to cheer them on? How many people who even knew that those races were there? But wakati wenzetu wakina Kipchoge wako huku Kasarani, we all learn there. We need to embrace this community because they are part of us, and they live with us.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So for our viewers who have not seen Beatrice, on Darubini, we have a clip for you that we'd like you to see as she winds up her segment and introduces the lugha ya ishara. Check it out.
Na mtazamaji, baada ya taarifa hizo za spoti, kidogo njikate ulimi kwa kusoma majina ya timu za Ujerumani. Tutasijui kama nilitamka kisawa, utansamehe.
Hayo majina ni majina na ruhusu.
Tuingie darasani hivi sasa na mwalimu Gatonye. Sijui leo umetuandalia nini?
Hivi leo tunaanza darasa lingine ambalo nitasema ni darasa ambalo ni moto sana. Tunazungumzia mahusiano mbalimbali, relationships. Kuna relationships za aina tofauti, na hivi leo ambayo sisi wote tunaitambua ni ya ndoa, marriage. Kama wewe balo jinsi ambavyo umeoa, you are in marriage. Marriage. Alafu kando na marriage kuna divorce.
Kutalikiana ama kupeana talaka.
Ama unapeana talaka, ndio hivyo mmeachana. Divorce.
Na tumezungumzia marriage
and divorce.
Sasa kuna wale wengine labda kule nje ambao hawajawahi kuwa kwenye ndoa, tuseme wako single. Ukitaka kusema single ama niko single kwa lugha ishara.
Niko mwenyewe.
Ni mmoja tunazunguka sio. Na ranga tu.
Sijapata mtu. Niko single. Kwa lugha ya ishara, single. Niko single. I am married. I am divorced.
I am single.
Married.
Sisemi mimi, yani naendeleza. Of course I'm married.
And of course she will not leave here before she teaches us a few words. Yes, so I want you to teach us, the common courtesy words, saying I'm sorry, please, thank you, and of course I love you. So that you can tell her we love you.
Awesome.
Yes.
So first of all, when you meet a person with hearing impairment, how do you say hello to them? Hello.
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 Yes, hello.
Hello. Yeah. And then if you want to tell them thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Eve. Thank you for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then if you want to say sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Nimekukosea. I'm sorry.
Pole.
Pole. Sorry. I love you.
Yes. So can we tell our viewers we love you?
We, it's me and you. We love you.
Yes, that is perfect. So remember those signs, okay? They're very simple. So it's hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Umemkanyaga mtu asiyekuwa na uwezo wa kusikia. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
And when you're saying thank you, don't say thank you. Thank you.
With a smile.
With a smile. Thank you.
Okay.
Give him a smile. Come on.
So, nimesumbuliwa hapa sana by our producer. You know, on that segment that we've listened to, you were talking about relationships.
Oh, yes.
Tumongelea
Single,
you know, married, divorced,
and
married.
Yes.
So
hivyo kusema unataka kuolewa ama unataka kwenda into marriage. This is marriage. Oh, are you single? Oh, you're single. Are you in a complicated relationship? Complicated kind of. It's kind of complicated.
It's just there. So anauliza, and this is from him. Ati kusema mpango wa kando. Is there a sign for this is from him? Disclaimer, this is from him. It's not from Eve.
Mpango wa kando akinitaka kutafutia.
Hiyo ni assignment basi.
Hiyo ni assignment na nita make sure nimeifanya kwa
Umetafuta.
darubini.
Oh yes. Ukifanya kwa darubini we will get it and then we will
yeah, I'll forward him the link. Oh,
yes.
Why are you interested in mpango wa kando?
I know why. Why Ron, Mr. Ron, why are you interested kujua mambo ya mpango wa kando?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, thank you so much for that.
Can I teach you one more?
Yes, please.
You're a girl, right? You're a girl. And Ron, our producer, is a boy.
Yes.
Or he's a man.
Okay. I am a girl.
Yes, you are a girl. Ron is a
man.
Is a man.
Leo tumesoma a lot.
That's enough for today.
Yes, that's enough for today.
Yes.
I wish the lesson would continue. And one last question before we wind up. You know, we don't have so many news anchors transitioning into the music scene. Are you getting any pressure from your bosses when it comes to you doing news and also doing music? Because I don't think I've heard of a news. If they are there, there are very few.
Especially gospel. Huh?
Yes, especially. Thank you, especially gospel.
Yeah, I would say that my bosses are very supportive. KBC family is very supportive. They've taken these with a lot of passion, and especially supporting me as one of their own, and someone who has come out to showcase their talent and even to do what they want to do as a passion, because this is God-given.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody can really stop, and especially when it's God's timing. So my bosses have been very supportive. The only thing that I'm avoiding is to have any meetings, any kind of commitments to do with my music when I'm supposed to be at work, so that I don't have a problem with my bosses. So it is about me respecting and knowing where the boundaries lie in terms of my work, my music, my family, and all that. So which is a balance that I've been able to strike. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So what has changed for you? You know, from Beatrice, the news anchor, to Beatrice, the musician, the gospel artist. Is there anything major that has changed for you in your life?
I can say a lot has changed. And a lot is yet to change because music industry, especially gospel, requires a lot of commitment, and I might not be able to have time to do a lot of other things. So I can say that right now, during my free time, most of the things that I used to like doing, I'm no longer doing them.
Yes.
Because when I have the free time right now, is running to the studio and thinking how my next song will be coming up, and meeting people in the industry, because I'm still young and I'm trying to connect and having a lot of connections. So I'm investing most of my off time to that. So most my lifestyle has changed. A lot, my dear. My lifestyle has changed. I really hope my friends don't complain so much
because you're
and feel the pressure so much. But I can tell you that my life has really changed because the little time I have now, I have an extra responsibility that I have to handle, and that responsibility, which is music, is taking most of that time.
Okay. You have kids.
Yes, I do.
Yes. So would you encourage them to get into the music scene? Maybe whether it's gospel, whether it's secular, or you know, back in the days, our parents, I'm also sure that maybe when you started out, or when you were trying to find your footing in the, trying to get your career right, I'm sure maybe your parents would not have been for, ninamaliza shule, I am going to do music. So what will change when it comes to your children? Will you allow them to explore that talent if you find that there's a child who does not want to do the normal careers that we are used to, the 8 to 5? They want to do the creative kind of jobs. How will you handle that?
That's a good question. When I was growing up, I don't think I would have finished high school na nianze kusema nataka kuwa mwanamuziki.
Unataka kufanya
Unataka kuwa mwanamuziki wapi?
kwa nyumba ya nani?
Kwa nyumba.
Come on, kajisomeshe. Mimi
my friend, I don't think our parents really appreciate the talent as much. But right now, I can tell you from where I sit, my children are open, and not just music, whatever kind of talent. Gideon, my son, who is hearing impaired, he is very good at drawing. Artwork is amazing. And I can tell you for sure, I'm already supporting him and exposing him to areas where he can be able to explore that more. So for me right now, I would tell any parent, if your child is open and they are gifted, why don't you support them? Support them to go to the highest level of that talent that they can go. So I would say I'm very open to my children. Whoever has a gift, I will support them. I will encourage them. Yes. But then again also, if whatever passion they have in whatever careers they want to pursue in life, music will not stop them. Like I think I'm a living example. I am a career woman, I am a journalist, I'm succeeding in that in that career, and I'm also doubling up as a musician. So it is possible. It's possible. And most of the musicians, some of them that we have seen that doing very well, are also, they have their work. They have businesses that they're running. So don't again be too closed to the fact that you're doing music. So that's all that you have to do. There's so much within you that you can be able to do.
Okay. Speaking of you succeeding as a career woman, as a musician, is there a plan for you to incorporate sign language in your music?
Actually, my next video has sign language.
Nice.
I don't know whether it will be the first one ever. I don't know. Like really, I have my sign language interpreter in the music, in the video, all through to the end. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is how passionate I am about this community, and I wish other people can be passionate about that. I cannot be preaching to the world on how great God is, and I'm not even telling, and my son cannot get what I am saying. Or the other person who has an hearing impaired doesn't even get what I am saying. So for me, this is very passionate, and it will be the norm going forward. If you're watching my videos, the next time, if I come here, you will see.
We'll expect to see a sign
should expect to see a sign language interpreter, because I want this message to go as deep as it can.
Yes. Speaking of the next song, tell us a bit about that. Maybe when we expect it to be out, and how far are you with it?
I've already done the video, I already have the first cut out, so I'm reviewing it. It should be out in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, the next 2 weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
You
are working hard.
It's not 1 week.
Yes.
But I'm giving it 2 weeks so that whatever needs to be edited, so that we put everything in order and ready to bring it out for the audience to watch and get blessed.
Yes.
So yes. And the third one will be dropping in 2 months.
In 2 months.
Yes.
Wow. Wow, that is amazing. You need to go the extra mile. If you need to stay consistent, actually.
It is about consistency. And I also believe that the God who has called me, he will keep me consistent. As much as we have the issues of finances and what, God is providing. God is providing. Yes. And then I have so many people around me who are willing to support and who are holding my hand in all these area of music industry. I haven't struggled too much.
Yeah.
God has brought people along my way who have been very, very supportive.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So I think we have come to the end of the show. Do you have any final remarks where people can find your music? Maybe advice to young people who are watching you out there? Not even young people. People who have so much fear in them to start something, to start music, to kickstart their journeys in their passion. Just give them a word of advice.
Yeah. One thing I can tell whoever is watching me right now, if you're there, you've wanted to do this something. It could be music, it could be art, it could be you're a good news anchor, or you think you're a good reporter, and you have a passion in whatever area that you have. One thing I can tell you, go ahead and do it. Do not. Usiogope watu watasema nini. Usiogope watu watakuona aje. Bana, unless you bring whatever you have here, we look at it. We can never know what you have inside of you. So I can tell you right now, just go ahead and do whatever you want to do in this life. There's so much within you. There's so much. Until I recorded the song is when the first song is when I realized, hiya, it is achievable. I can be the woman that I want to be. I can be whatever I want to be in this life. So please get out of that kind of cocoon that you're in, of fear. And go ahead and do it. Go be whatever you want to be. Yes. Do not be scared.
Yes.
I might not be a Sarakei today, but I believe in future I will be. So please go ahead and be whatever you want to be in this life. Yes.
Okay. Where can people find your music?
Yes, please. Take your phone right now. Go to your YouTube app. Search Beatrice Gatonye Music. First thing you do, watch the music that is in there. There are quite a number of articles. There are quite a number of. There is an interview there that I did, the very first interview after I launched my music, the one I did with KBC Channel 1. And there are quite a number of lessons you learn there. You learn there for sign language. And then apart from that, watch the music that is there. Then subscribe and share and like. And get blessed. Let's continue with the journey.
Yes.
Beatrice Gatonye Music. And then you can follow me on my Facebook page, Beatrice Gatonye. Go there, follow. You'll be getting updates on what is coming. Follow my journey as we grow together.
Yes. So thank you so much for making time to join us.
you.
I appreciate. This has been amazing. I have learnt a few things from you, especially how to sign those common courtesy words. I hope our viewers have learnt as well. And you can get more of this on KBC channel Darubini every day. Every day. Every Wednesday and Thursday at 7 all the way to 7:30 p.m.
Yes.
Yes. So yes, thank you so much again. I really appreciate. Yes. So as per usual, we always leave you with a quote. And today's quote is, "There is a sound that comes from gospel music that doesn't come from anything else. It's a sound of peace. It's a sound of I'm going to make it through all of this." One more time. There's a sound that comes from gospel music that doesn't come from anything else. It is a sound of peace. It is a sound of I am going to make it through all of this. That is the quote we are leaving you today with. So thank you for making time to join us. We love you so much. We appreciate you. And we do this again next Thursday, same time, same place. I have been your host, Eve Nyaga, and I appreciate your time. And to all our technical crew, thank you so much for making this happen. And to our audience back at home, thank you so much. We love you so much. We love you. Yes, so bye-bye. Have yourselves a good day.
Wastahili Bwana wa mabwana, wastahili mfalme wa wafalme, wastahili kuabudiwa na kuheshimiwa Bwana. Wastahili kuabudiwa na kuheshimiwa.